Hey, Andre, you know how a lot of people believe that their EV is not getting the mileage that it's supposed to in terms of range?
Well, sometimes it can be positive or a negative thing, right?
Yeah, well, Consumer Reports just put out a very interesting story where they took 22 of their long-term review EVs, and shockingly, half of them, Andre, did not meet the EPA range.
No way.
Yeah. So in this video, we're going to go through that story and basically tell you which vehicles met the EPA range or exceeded it, and which vehicles didn't meet it, and by how much. Shall we get started, or do you want to talk about their testing procedure?
Well, this is a highway loop, right? So
Yep.
we're talking about highway, so as if you were doing a road trip, right?
70 miles an hour on the highway.
Yeah. We do a lot of this testing too, specifically for pickup trucks, right? And we've tested the F-150 Lightning before, but I'm really interested what did they find?
Yeah, interior temperature set at 72 degrees.
Preconditioned, all that stuff.
All the regen, it's all there. So let's just go right into it, because I think this is what people find interesting. So let's start with the ones that met or exceeded, and then we'll talk about the ones that didn't meet.
Did not do well.
All right.
Okay.
So the best, at least, eventually we'll get to, but initially the two that tied for the most accurate is the Genesis GV60 Advanced 2023. The EPA range on that is 248. Consumer Reports got 251 miles.
Okay.
And it's a tie with the Kia EV6 Wind all-wheel drive. The 2022 EPA range is 274, and Consumer Reports got 277. In other words, 3 miles over what the EPA said.
So if you're reading on a Kia or a Hyundai label, right, window sticker, those numbers are pretty spot on.
Yep, exactly right.
Okay.
All right, now going up beyond that, vehicles that actually did better than their EPA range.
Okay.
The next one is the Hyundai Ionx 5 SCL all-wheel drive. EPA range is 256. Consumer Reports got 267, or 11 miles above what the
That's
EPA.
pretty nice.
Yeah, that's really good.
Didn't you take one of these cars cross country? Ionx 5?
I did. We took it not
Coast to
across
coast.
country. We took it from Disney to Disney.
Yes.
And try to set a new cannonball. So if you want to see that video, head on over. Well, if you're on TFL EV, do a search for electric cannonball. We've done it twice actually. We've taken the Tesla Model 3 Performance, which you did, and I took the EV6. How many hours did it take us, Andre?
Well, I think the record currently stands at 45 hours?
Yes.
Just with no stopping for sleep or food.
That was quite the road trip. All right, number 3. Now we're getting better as we go up. The Volkswagen ID4 Pro S all-wheel drive, the 2021. Consumer Reports got 253 miles. The EPA range is 240, so it did 13 better, Andre.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, it's really good. Number 4, this is interesting, the Rivian R1T, the 2022.
Ooh.
EPA range 314, Consumer Report range 334, or 20 miles better.
That's a really good result. It's pretty surprising, actually.
Yeah, that's a really good result.
Yeah.
So for number 5, we once again have a tie, and that is the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV 450 2023.
That's a long name.
EPA range 285, CR got 314, or plus 29 miles. Along with this, the Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium All-Wheel Drive Extended Range 2021, EPA range 270, CR range 299, or plus 29 miles again. So really good. Yeah.
So the Mustang Mach-E did really well, because this is going to be surprising when we talk about another Ford, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
And keep in mind that they tested this in the summer.
Okay. So not freezing temperatures.
Not freezing temperatures, yes.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going. Now we're getting better. Number 6, and not surprisingly, a lot of these vehicles that did better than expected were German, right? Because the Germans tend to kind of...
They're conservative, right?
Yeah, and they sandbag their numbers.
Okay.
All right, so number 6 on our great list is the Mercedes-Benz EQ SUV 354matic. The number that the EPA range got is 253. The CR range was 284, or 31 miles more than the EPA. Now, this might be a good time to talk about how EPA tests the vehicles. They do not run a loop.
No, it's kind of a controlled environment for them, right?
Yes, it's either a treadmill or an equation that goes back decades. So,
Yeah.
so maybe the EPA needs to up their game a little bit.
Yeah. Be more accurate.
Exactly. All right, so that's number 6. Number 7 is another Mercedes, Mercedes-Benz EQS 554 Matic, also the 2022. The EPA range 340. The CR highway range 380 or 40 miles more than the EPA says.
That's huge.
That's huge, yeah. I'm telling you, it's the Germans. They sandbag, dude. Number 8, BMW iX xDrive 50. 2023, EPA says 324. Consumer Reports got, get this, 370 or 46 miles more.
That's a pleasant surprise when you're paying that money for your vehicle and bam, you can get more miles.
All right, and now for the really impressive ones, the number 9 car is the BMW i4 M50 2023 model, EPA range 271. Consumer Reports, get this, got 318 or 47 miles more.
By the way, we also had that i4.
And we drag raced it.
We drag raced it, but it's a really, really well enginered car, I thought.
It's one of my favorites. I love that car.
It just feels like a normal car.
Yeah,
right?
we drag raced it against the Tesla Model 3 Performance.
Right. And
it lost by just about a hair. But yeah, these numbers are super impressive. Now, number 10, or the winner, the one that got the most range, as opposed to what the EPA says, is the Mercedes-Benz EQE 454 Matic, the 2023 model, rolling on 19-inch wheels, EPA range 260. Mercedes wins it with a CR highway range of 332 or 72 miles beyond what the EPA says.
That's insane, dude. That's like my wife could commute to work and back in that 72 miles. That's a huge deal.
So, if you're looking for a vehicle that has longer than sticker range, right? Because the number is on the sticker. Then those are your top 12, actually.
And most of it is Mercedes and Kia and Hyundai's here and Ford Mustang Mach-E. Interesting.
And BMW.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the more interesting one. And these are cars that did not meet their EPA range.
Okay, that's scarier.
And once again, we'll do it from by a little to a lot.
Okay.
All right. So number 1 car on this list is the Nissan. I can never say this.
Aria,
thank you. Platinum Plus, rolling on 20-inch wheels, 2023 model. The EPA range 257. CR got 253 or -4 miles.
Okay,
not
but
horrible.
4 miles, it's okay. Who?
Yeah, 4 miles, give or take. That could be a routing error, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, getting worse now, is the Hyundai Ionx 6, which isn't selling, unfortunately. It's one of my favorite cars. It's really cool.
It's not
it's a
quite
sedan.
yet. I mean, they're starting to sell them, right?
Yeah, it's
slow sales.
Yeah, not exactly killing it. It's a sedan. Sedans just selling into a headwind. Anyway, it's the SEL all-wheel drive, 2022 EPA range 270, CR range 265. So -5.
But that's surprising because Ionx 5 did a little bit better than the EPA thought.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a surprise.
It is a surprise. Once again, one publication. This is
same procedure though.
Same procedure.
Yeah.
But this is a lot of cars they tested. So if anybody has the money, because they basically buy their cars and they buy them anonymously and they're member funded. So I don't think they have a dog in this race.
No. This is unbiased.
As much as it gets in America, at least. Yeah. All right. Number 3 is the Subaru Sutera, the 2023 model, EPA range 222. CR got only 210 or 12 miles less.
Not a good range to begin with, and they got even less.
Yeah. So unfortunately, now we're getting into some higher negative numbers. Number 4 on this list is the Kia Niro EV Wind, the 2023 model, EPA range 253, CR got 239 or -14, Andre.
Okay.
Next is our Audi Q4 50 e-tron Premium Plus, the 2022 model. Man, do electric cars have long names?
But this is a German manufacturer, Roman. It's an Audi.
I know.
This is surprising.
I know. Audi maybe isn't in that same fold as BMW and Mercedes.
Okay.
EPA range 241. CR says they got 226 or -15 miles. In other words, 15 miles short of the stated EPA range.
Okay.
And now we're getting into some bigger numbers, Andre. The Genesis electrified GV70 Advance, the 2023 model, EPA range 236. CR only got 220 or 16 miles below what the EPA says. Surprised?
Okay, now, I am a little bit surprised because wasn't there a good Genesis as well?
Well,
on this list?
Yes.
So it just kind of depends on which
on the model, on the wheels. Yeah,
yeah.
because sometimes we got, like in this one, number 7, the Lexus RZ, which is kind of a sister car to the Sutera in some ways,
Sure.
right? Because it's basically the
Same
Lexus
chassis.
version of
Yeah.
Anyway, the Lexus RZ 450e Premium 2023 on 18-inch wheels. EPA says 220. CR got 202, or 18 miles below the stated
And you're almost
EPA
getting
range.
less than 200 at this point. That's not good.
Now we're getting into some big numbers, Andre, really
Okay.
big numbers. And of course, the really big numbers come because these vehicles have at least a stated EPA range that is very long. So the Tesla Model S long range, the 2021 on 19-inch wheels, EPA says 405. CR only got 366, or get this, 39 miles short of the stated range.
That's the Model S, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. But in our experience, Teslas usually never see the EPA numbers.
No.
In our real world.
Yeah. For all you Tesla fan guys and fangirls, if you own a Tesla, you must experience this yourself. We've owned 4 of them. The EPA numbers and what Tesla says tend to be very, very off.
Yeah,
at least
in a negative direction.
In our testing, yeah. We can never get, I think ours is supposed to get 320, never gotten close to that. Even when we were doing like I said, the Cannonball, which was, through Arizona and Florida and Louisiana, all warm states.
Yeah.
All right, number 9. So now we're really kind of getting
close
to the end of this list. But yeah, is the Lucid Air Touring, the 2023, rolling on 20-inch wheels. The EPA range, Andre, 384. Consumer Reports got only 344, or minus 40 miles. In other words, it missed the mark by 40 miles.
So we actually didn't have a lot of time with the Lucid Air at all for testing.
No, we didn't.
And they always talk about their engineering acumen, that they're really good. I'm surprised by this.
Yes.
I'm really surprised.
I should say that sometimes Consumer Reports also borrows their cars from the manufacturer, but they pay for the loan. We have actually never had one at the office to test. The only time I ever drove one was at the mall. So, Lucid, if you're out there and you're not happy with this number, please send us a car and we'll be happy to recreate it and see if it can actually get that number. All right, drum roll.
Yes, what is it?
It's a truck. It's the worst. It's a truck. One that we've owned. We've had a lot of experience because we put 14,000 miles onto our Ford Lightning. A consumer tested the 2022 Ford Lightning Lariat extended range, which is the exact same one.
Totally exactly the same one we had.
Yeah, we drove it all the way up to Dead Horse, Alaska.
Prudhoe Bay.
Yeah, Prudhoe Bay. And the EPA range, which I know by heart, is 320 miles on a, 130 plus kilowatt hour battery.
134.
And Consumer Reports got 270, or 50 miles short of the mark. Remember, I've always said the truck was under battery.
Exactly, and it wasn't happy in our testing either. I mean, we never got that 300 plus number in our truck.
Yeah, I just think, once again, you compare it to the Silverado EV, Hummer EV, all these other trucks that have much bigger batteries, right, for a full-size truck. You're looking at a battery that's 100 kilowatt hours larger in the Hummer EV and the Silverado EV, potentially, just almost 100 than in the Lightning. So this isn't Lightning.
It is.
That? See what I did there?
I see. But they haven't tested the Silverado EV yet or the Hummer yet in this list. So maybe in a few months they will have those as well.
Yeah, and let's face it, Andre, I would love to do the kind of testing, but this Consumer Reports has a big staff. They have a test track. They have like fleet managers. We're just not big enough to do this sort of testing. But
we do some of it for trucks at least.
We do. We do as much. Yeah. I mean, what we can do is obviously compare gas to electric,
gas to diesel,
towing tests. But these kinds of comprehensive tests are you have to have a pretty big size organization to do it. Let us know in the comments below what you think. Are you surprised? Are you not surprised?
I was surprised on this.
I was surprised. Yeah. And as always, go to where, Andre, if they want to check out our latest and greatest videos. By the way, somebody just emailed us and they said that they were trying to look up stuff on alltfl.com.
Old stuff.
Old stuff. Yeah. If you want to do that, just go to the YouTube channel and click on one of our playlists. This is all the latest stories that we've produced. It's not exactly
alltfl.com.
Yeah, it's not an archive of everything we've done.
Yeah.
See you guys next time, and as always, thank you for watching.